Okay, I don't know what's going on. The phone kept freezing on my lives, and then the Chrome, it was telling me to download the new version, which I thought I had the new version. Just downloaded one a week ago. Did that. Still didn't want to open the camera. So for whatever reason, the camera was on, but it wasn't seeing it, wasn't taking it. I don't get it, you know. And then they got this whole new version of live. I'm like, please, people, cut it out. You know, you're messing with some of us. I don't know what the heck you're talking about in some of the instructions and streams and what have you. And I don't know. All I know is I have a camera. How come the other Chrome wouldn't use my camera? Somebody tell me what's going on. Anyway, pressing onward and completed the journey. Got to be quick because my delivery is on the way. Hey, Marianne, Sister Efua, it's good to see you too. So I had a lot of problems with all of the videos that I did before. I'm gonna delete the last two. Here's the bottom line. Some of you I know, like many of us, let's put it that way, many of us set our goals and we start working towards them and we start pressing towards the mark. And it seems like it takes a long, long time and we start losing our confidence in the process and we start feeling like maybe this isn't what God is asking for me to do, especially if you're like me and you're doing everything based on what the messaging is that's coming to you and through you. Um, from God and just not doing with all the stuff that everybody else is telling you to do. I had to get to that place. I had to just stop listening to the noise that everybody that's teaching everything. And God bless you because a lot of people are having success and I understand that. But I've always known where my success comes from and how it comes to me. So I had to just block everything else out and just get still and let's listen. And now it's beyond the listening. You got to take action, right? You got to take the action. If you're not taking action, what good is it? What good is any of it, quite frankly? So for me, God, has always since childhood been in my ear, and when I'm not listening, presses on certain areas of the body that are really sensitive and have challenges, and the pressure is hard, and there's nothing I can do about it to release it, but to take action on what I've been given, the message I was given, or to speak and allow Him to speak through me, and not try to block that. So life is so much simpler when I do that. And I've just gone through a long period of making my life unnecessarily difficult because I'm hard headed. That's what my father used to tell me. He called me a knucklehead, the Marine. Okay, who's no longer with us. Anyway, so I'm listening and I'm doing what I've been told to do. Thank you. I look in the mirror and see a hot mess. So thank you, Marianne. She said, looking great. I was like, ooh, Lord, child, how are you getting on camera looking like a hot mess in your flesh? But I've been doing it because I just didn't care. And I'm just like, let me just get the message out. That's all the thing that matters. I'm not trying to impress anything or impress upon anybody. I just want to get the message out because that's what I was told to do. Makes sense? Does to me. So anyway, bottom line, I went out, do my walk weekly. It's a power walk with sprint intervals. And I've been really pleased with what's been happening because the first time I went out, I did couple of miles. And then the second time, this is my sixth time going out. The second time was like, 3 or 4 miles. And the next time was 5 miles. And the next time was 6 miles. And today, I maxed it. I did more than I've done since I was 17. I had a period of time when I was getting in 8 miles, and even last year I was able to get in 8 miles with the power walk and sprint intervals. Sprint is just like an all-out run, like hardcore and non-stop. Y'all know you see the people out there sprinting in the Olympics and what have you, in the different trials and stuff. It's just so freeing. It feels so wonderful. But when I got gone through what I planned out to do, but there was this one piece I wanted to do, and just my plan alone took me through 6 miles, right? But then I wanted to do more, and I had already planned where I was going to go. But my thing was, I did not realize how far this daggone park was I wanted to go to. I've driven to it, and I've driven to it in a different way. But it didn't matter which way I went, as I found out, because I went one way and came back the other way. It didn't really matter. It's so much further when you're walking. Because at that point, there was no more running to be done. It was over. I just could power walk. That was it. But here's the thing. Oh, say 4, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock this morning. I don't know. I was on LinkedIn and I saw Andrew T. Carr saying something about going out. He's been talking about his, journey and his power, his walks that he's doing, and each time he's going out and he's doing more and more and more. And now he's got some people going with him. I think that's what I read. And what I did see was he said he had done 10 miles, and I was like, whoa! And he said it was 85 degrees out, and he was doing this 10 miles. I was just, what? Well, I've been watching this, right? But I didn't know the impact that it was having on me. I didn't realize that each week that I was going out and increasing my mileage, that it was because I was watching what he was doing, that it was impacting me and it was inspiring me. I didn't even know. I'm used to being that person that's inspiring other people. Not so much that I'm the inspiration, it's just that God is speaking through. And so that's where you're getting your inspiration, the spirit within me, speaking to the spirit within you, okay? So but I didn't realize. Each week I was going out and I was planning in my mind what my route would be, and I would take it further. Wow, little did I know until what I read this morning. And I was like, well, I don't think I'm going to get any 10 miles in, but this is where I want to go. This is the route I want to take. And so I did get out to that. I found it. I had to ask a couple of people along the way, was I going the right way? Because where is this park? After I finished my original 6 miles, which I was like really pushing and pumping and then running, and it felt great. And then I went the additional. So the bottom line is, at the end of the day, I did 9.38 miles. 9.38. I didn't expect that. I didn't put a mileage count on it. I knew when I finished the first 6, because I had done that last week, and I used the same plan. I didn't know how much further the other place was going to be. But my round trip was 9.38. Now, everything hurt. I had to stop. I'm not going to say how many times, and do all kinds of wild stretches and some yoga stretches, and it was helping. Let me tell you something. It works. And it got me through. And, oh, yeah, I did have a little power drink with me, my little bottle, my all natural power drink. And halfway through, I had to do halfway, not even half. It was more than halfway through. I had to do half of the bottle. And then the last 2 miles, I had to pop the rest of it because everything was hurting. Anyway, but it really helps to do those stretches. So stop when you have to and do the stretch. I met some good people, who were really, really pleasant and helped me out. And then I ran into this sister. Oh my gosh. On my way back. And she was going and looking for the park the way I was coming back. And we were only about a block away, so I was able to tell her, you're so close, go. But here's what blew my mind, because I know she did more. She came from Park Avenue in East Orange, New Jersey. Now, I don't know where on Park Avenue, but from just to get on Park Avenue, I know she came all the way down Glenwood and all the way out Broad, which is that continuation. I was in awe. My girl was huffing it. So she too agreed that she liked the Ridgewood Avenue way out to the park, because it's just a different environment, a different feel and whatever. But it's okay, because I went the way that she came. I went back, and it was very different feel, but it was good. I got a chance to see everything that was going on, all the different stores and what have you. Things that when you're in a car you miss most of it. So anyway, bottom line, folks, is I pressed on no matter how I felt, no matter what was going on. I had my music that makes all the difference in the world, that my music will get me through whatever. I can just block out the world and put that on and just go for it, and I was doing some other exercises, and stretches and things for, to build up muscles and what have you, I was in it. Oh my gosh, she's sending me an invite to the monthly marathon. Look, I ain't say I was doing a marathon now. Thank you, Gwendolyn A. Wiggins Walcott. So good to see you. Oh, fantastic. So yeah, I got it in. And I'm just gonna say this. I pressed towards the mark. I refused to stop. Even when my body said stop, I refused to listen. I did what I needed to do to give it some relief, and I kept it moving. It was all about the mindset. It was all about, and the music really makes a difference for my mindset. Y'all know I'm an underground deep house head, not the classics. I'm into the deep, which is, for those of you who don't know, is about jazz, funk, and house all put together, and it's like blowing up. And sometimes, and some of the cuts are some really serious deep gospel house that now I'm giving praise on while I'm doing it at the same time. Oh man. So anyway, Bottom line is this: you can press towards the mark when you find yourself running out of steam. You know, sometimes you got to find something else or something. If you've been doing a lot of reading or whatever, visualization, or, you know, there's so many different things that we can do out here, and I practice a lot of different things. But what I recognized made the difference for me that I hadn't had a clue about was watching every single week. Are they here? Okay. Um, Andrew T. Carr doing his walks, talking about them, sharing them, you know, in his posts. And usually I see them on, you know, Facebook or maybe Messenger, but this was unusual for me to see it on LinkedIn. And when he said you know, and I'm watching the mileage and all, and what I really didn't realize was I was pressing and the mark before today and going more than I had planned. I didn't even plan my mileage. What I was planning was my route. And I have my little gadget that's on my iPod mini that, you know, gives me the mileage whether I'm walking or I'm running. And so I saw each week, much to my surprise, it was going up and up and up. But today I really recognized that it was the inspiration that I was receiving from Andrew T. Carr. So thank you, Andrew. You're the best. And that's what made me say, I'm not going to worry about how many miles it is, but I know I want to get to that park. I know I want to do my normal route, because it's now my normal route, which is a total of 6 miles. But I wanted to go extra to get to that part, to find it walking, which is so different than when you're in a car, and to see what the body was going to be willing to do. But it's not even about what the body's willing to do, really. Let's be serious. It's about what the mind wants to do, because the mind's going to rule the body. So I was telling this body, you going forward, we going to get this done. I don't care. I'm just going to enjoy this. I'm going to enjoy everything going on around me. I'm going to enjoy the scenery. I'm going to enjoy whatever comes by. And that's why it was such a pleasure to meet that young lady who shared her journey with me. And she said they do this, and she does it sometimes with other people, and they do it every week. I'm telling you, I know that's a long one. Because at one point, I told her, I said, just before I saw her, I had seen a bus. And I was like, you know what? I think this bus goes all the way out this street. I feel like getting on that bus. See how God does? He put her in my path. And I was like, you know what? I was thinking about getting on that bus. She was like, oh, no, you don't. Come on now, somebody. Whew, I'm excited. Anyway, just wanted to share that with you. I completed the journey. And I bested myself. So I know the next time I go out, I don't know what I'm going to do to make that difference. You know, that small difference up, but that 9.38 is going to turn into the 10. I'm just saying. And if I know me, it'll probably go beyond that. God bless each and every one of you. The light in me bows to and honors the light in you. Namaste. Oh, by the way, I'm doing this on Firefox because the daggone new Chrome that I downloaded still through this new Facebook Live thing wouldn't pick up the camera. Camera was on, but it wasn't. It was like it's. I don't know. I don't know what it is. So I guess I'll be using Firefox to do a live. God bless you guys. Y'all have a wonderful week. Make it a wonderful week. Don't just have it. You make it that. It all depends on what you're thinking. Thoughts come first. So what we think and speak is what we reap. Remember that. It's up to you. God bless you. Namaste. Okay, let's see if I can do this. Here we go. Ooh. Will you come on? In my video.